Shit, this is Big Flow.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ X.
This is K.
This is G-Ball.
This is Vez.
This is Juno.
You're tuned in to GFG TV.
So we're live here at GFG TV.
You tuned in to GFG TV.
And you're now tuned in to GFG TV.
When you're tuned in to GFG TV.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.
Yo, it's some Dash. You tuned in to GFG TV. You know what it is, man.
What was it like working, doing interviews for the MCC locally, the Midwest Cage Championships?
Oh, that was fire. Yeah, we did that too. I forgot all about that. Damn, you're a good interviewer, James. Yeah, that was actually fire because, you know, going in with the UFC questions that you asked, obviously, you know, that's a big part of our life, my life too. So, yeah, it was always going to him. You know what I mean? Like, I'd always, you know, because when you watch the UFC, they always have like interviews after, and you always wonder, like, yo, what does that dude think? Like, what is he thinking after? Like, yo, that was a brawl, son, or like, yo, he knocked dude out quick as hell. Like, what is he thinking? You know what I mean? Like, you don't ever get that. Like, as you know, dabbling in MMA, if you want to call us fighters of the years we fought or whatever, like, I really wouldn't consider it, but, you know, like, you get a behind the scenes thing, so, like, we knew what it was, but it was always, like, the MCC never had that to where, like, as a spectator, we could then go home or whatever and be like, hey, what, you know, I wonder what he thought right after. So, to have that ability to do that, and to have that option become available, was dope, you know what I mean? So, that was fire. And speaking on which, it's supposed to come back, and I don't know if we'll be doing it again, but, you know, if you guys would be interested, I highly suggest that you, like, hashtag that shit or something. I don't know if they do that no more, what you do.
Yeah.
You know, TikTok it.
I think hashtags are still a thing.
So, yeah, do that. Be like, yo, those dudes that used to do interviews, have them do it again.
Make this trendy. So, it kind of coinciding with that, what was your favorite moment doing the whole, you know, 2MCs, working with Get You Some Battle League? And I know, you know, we were family men at the time, and we've slowed our roles on those sides just because, obviously, for reasons, you know,
Right.
for good reasons, not bad reasons. What was your favorite moment through all that?
Man, I don't know, we went to, like, St. Louis behind that shit. We went to, like, we went to a lot of places like this. The best. Honestly, probably would be the Get You Some moments, man. Like, you know, like all the like it always was fun. It was always dope. You know, sometimes a headache, but you gotta deal with like eager fans that like want to know why nothing's not out or something. You know what I mean? When it's like, oh, there's release dates, but like that shit. I mean, getting the Ass Fate interview was dope. Getting 80-35 like media passes, seeing Nas like close up in person and shit like that was dope. Almost getting the Run the Jewels interview was dope. Interviewing Cut Calhoun was dope. Doing the MCC, like there's too many. I don't know. I think just having that opportunity was my favorite. You know what I mean? Like, you know, to just have somebody that like you were already cool with your whole life, like I said, like a brother or whatever, and you just got to take that ride and like do dope shit. You know what I mean? Like the opportunity to do that, and it was something we loved. It wasn't like a job. You know what I mean? It was like we treated it like a job. You know, don't get me wrong or nothing like that, but it never felt like. You know, there might have been times it felt like a job. You know what I mean? But for the most part,
It was a lot of work.
it was like dope shit, yo.
It was a lot of fun.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
But it was fun, and you loved to do it. It was something that you were interested in, or I was interested in, or you know what I mean. So even in those times where like it was rough shit, or it might have felt hard, or like, you know, something might have been like tough to do, or, you know, work around schedules, or maybe pissed because we couldn't do 1,000 podcasts a day. You know what I mean? It was still fun. You know what I mean? It was never like it. Like I welded for, you know, 18 years. That's a fucking job. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was never like, it never felt that way to do it. I don't think I could pinpoint one moment. I guess if I were to have to pinpoint one moment, it would be the first episode and just stepping out and doing it. But there were so many more moments that were dope. Like, yo, we actually got this. Or like, yo, that was such a dope interview. You know what I mean? Like, I never knew that person would be that dope. Like Emmitt Phillips. Yo, we had the cops like stop the interview. Or was that with Emmitt?
Yeah.
Yo, like, because like we was having a ball inside a garage. You know what I mean?
Loud.
Like,
We got cops all on us.
don't ever do. Yo, fuck Johnston. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, yo, like it was like crazy. Yo, episodes that never came out because I got too drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like dope shit. You know what I mean? Like it was a ride. It was fun. That's what I learned there. Like, yo, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? Or the first time we put the NPC on the thing, and I just kept like everybody. Like I was just having too much fun being an idiot.
Yeah,
thank God I didn't have it.
Got
like,
this motherfucker a soundboard, dog. He just fucked everything up. Dog. He was hitting everybody with the motherfucking goddamn battle, you know.
But that, like, it was a squad, like, it was a
funny.
squad cast. Like, I think we were drinking too, man. It was just like, I didn't do it maliciously.
Yeah.
And in my, you know, and in my head, like, it was all in fun. And then listening back, like, I was like, oh, fuck, I did it way too much. But thank God, like, it wasn't, like, overpowering inside the episode. You know what I mean? It was more, like, faint in the background.
Was hilarious.
So.
It was just tiny words. You were just fucking twisted.
Yeah, you know, at the time, it was fun. You know what I mean? So,
it was a good time.
Hey.
So, you know, stepping just a little bit away from that. Obviously, family man now. You got kids that are getting a little bit older now. What's some ambitions for?
Shit, I got older to younger too, man.
You got younger too.
About to be 17 down to 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
What's some ambitions for the next couple of years for yourself? What's some Dash got on the plate?
Get my oldest ones through high school and on. You know, make sure I try to lead them the right way, or at least give them enough insight. You know, kids these days, they don't always want to listen, or don't always think what you tell them is correct. You know, because they might have heard a TikTok or seen a YouTube video that said otherwise. But you know, as long as I could get them pointed in the right direction and they can figure life out for their own, you know, and not have to struggle, I guess, as much as I did. You know, that's pretty much what I aim for now.
We can still have the conversation.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, Jordan or LeBron,
Jordan, dog. Don't
falling right on in.
Yo, LeBron's not like, it's not like he you know what I'm saying? Just because I say Jordan doesn't mean that takes anything away from LeBron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jordan had to have somebody. You know, it's just in the era I fucking grew up in, nobody could touch Jordan. Jordan was the man. You know, and it still seems as though, like, things that he's obtained are still unobtainable. So, to me, you know what I mean? It's Jordan. Why does LeBron wear 23?
Jordan.
Why does LeBron have shoes? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do sneaker deals come
To
from?
be
Like,
fair, LeBron does give it up to Jordan too.
yeah, and he does. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
the fans that do the divide.
that's what it is. Yo, LeBron is the GOAT right now. Like, there ain't no player that touches him. Like, you got Westbrook, that's dope. You got, you know, Steph Curry for this. You got, but
He's so.
I don't
he
see no
outshines those
280-pound man moving down the court like.
KD.
You know what I'm saying?
KD,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but
And I mean, you're gonna have
LeBron's the GOAT, but KD's up there though.
nah, KD's 5.
and that's LeBron
KD
hasn't won the last 7 championships straight because there's very good players and there's very good teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the skill wise.
And I ain't saying the Bulls wasn't a team.
NBA
you know what I mean?
right now. You know what I mean?
The thing I don't like about now is like you just being like, nah, I'm gonna go over here and like we gonna just buy our way to. I'm friends with you. You're friends. We're making a team. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
That shit takes all the everything out of
The
everything.
Brooklyn Nets right now. You see that shit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but then now teams have to do that. You know,
We're talking about adding Blake Griffin to that right now.
Which is crazy.
Speaking of which, shout out Boombox. You know, when you see Blake in the fade ill, that's my cousin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah. but that's what I mean, yo. Like all these teams are gonna start doing that now, and this is gonna be a whole new era. So like,
It's gonna be like all-star teams.
yo, our kids as kids are gonna
real.
be talking about this dude. You know what I'm saying? While they're talking about no LeBron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna continue. It's gonna be what it is. I
Players-
prefer.
But
I
if that
prefer-
is the case, players are gonna want to play with LeBron. I mean, a lot of people are
Yeah,
going to want
and cats coming up now. You know what I'm saying? Is Jordan to LeBron? They are LeBron's that to
There's new
said
emulators.
person.
There's new
you know what I
emulators.
mean?
There's style
So,
emulators. Like we
yeah.
talked about in another podcast, the shot technique and all of the things that have changed over the years, and the approach
Cats are
and
hitting
the
shit from
steps.
half
and-
court, bro,
Exactly.
on a regular.
Exactly, it's different than it used to be.
In dude's
Steph
face.
Curry changed that up.
Yeah.
Curry
So-
changed the game.
And he had to because of, you know what I mean? He couldn't, he
Yeah.
wasn't big, he wasn't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
had to have his own, adapt his own.
Yeah.
So now like LeBron, like you can't just be able to drive, dunk, do this. Now you got to be that big boy that can shoot outside too, because if not,
7-footers are hitting
Yeah,
threes
yeah.
now. Like it ain't shit.
7 foot.
yeah, you wasn't seeing Hakeem throw up out there all the
Shaq's over here
time.
like,
Yeah, so.
knock it off.
Shaq's still trying to master the free throw. He's not hitting threes.
You're like, oh, way out there?
Yeah,
Get out
them
there,
shits
way out
when nobody
there.
looking, but when he needs them.
Y'all didn't even.
The same like this shirt, I don't know what the back of it says, but every time I see a Cowboys
Ezekiel
21, that's
Elliott.
Deion. You know what I'm saying?
Ezekiel
Deion
Elliott.
Sanders. So, you know what I mean? Like Deion too. Yo, like
There's things embedded and too. For me, you people who talk about. If you talk about like one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, like I instantly am gonna go back to that. You know what I mean? That era, that same era. I'm gonna go back to a Marino. I'm gonna go back to
The 90s,
you know,
baby.
You got to go back to. You know what I mean? You got to go back to
like
that.
Joe Montana, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was our Tom Brady. Shit.
Yeah.
Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Montana
So
was nasty.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on Brady winning this last one? What with the Bucks? What are your
That
thoughts
dude,
on it?
it's the same conversation we have about Jordan and LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Brady's in there now. Like nobody can deny that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in New England, but was never a New England fan. I've always been a Raiders fan. So like, I hated Brady forever too. And it's like at some point I just was like,
He's just.
you good, bro?
No, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy he won the Super Bowl.
I'm happy he didn't do it with Belichick. So now that can't be.
No, I'm just happy he
You know
did
what
it
I
not
mean?
as a Patriot. I
There
care
it is.
less.
That's my thing.
Not as a damn Patriot.
Yeah.
God damn.
I never had no hate against Tom. I always liked the Tom, you know what I'm saying, since coming out of Michigan, but it was them damn Patriots.
It was
yo,
a mixed signal for me because like it's hard to not hate dude when he beats you up every two
Well,
times.
you're a Jet fan. That's
Yeah.
a division
Yeah.
hatred.
It's a
I
divisional
understand you.
Yeah.
But
See, I'm
don't
in the NFC,
hate-
so we don't give a
hate
fuck
the guy
about Tom
being
back
as good as
then.
he is though, and I don't deny him being that good.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean in that
Yeah.
sense. 'Cause
It's
you
just
be
to
an
a point
idiot
now.
for
You're just outlandishly hating
Yeah,
if you
absolutely.
say anything.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Especially now, he left Belichick. He left the Patriots. He took a whole new team that same year, paying whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? He took what was the record last year? Like crazy, stupid, dumb.
I don't even know.
You know what I mean? Like, and then took him to the playoffs, won the Super Bowl. Come on, now.
Yeah, insane. And 6 seed.
Yeah.
6 seed. Fucking crazy. What are your thoughts?
And beat who arguably everybody is saying the LeBron of football right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the ultimate
I'm
team.
not there yet, though, with that shit.
No, I'm not saying anybody. I wasn't there either
A lot
because
of
now
Chief-
said proven
Chief
case.
fans currently.
You see what I'm saying?
mostly.
Even though whatever.
But he's good.
He's-
Mahomes is really good.
Yo,
He's projected to be that if he keeps it up, I'll
Yeah.
say.
He is, but there's been
They're
a lot
crowning him
of
too
quarterbacks.
early.
There's been
Well,
a
we're
lot
about to
of
find out
quarterbacks
this
in
season.
history.
This coming season, we about to find out because you got slapped around.
But look at and another thing, there's been a lot of quarterbacks through history that have had a really good 2-3 years and then didn't do shit.
Yeah.
And that's the tale of the tape. If you want to ask me, I'm looking forward to seeing if dude's good in 5 years. You know what I mean?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so because the NFL needs shit like
Absolutely,
that.
I
It
agree.
does.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm not hating on the guy. I just want the
That's,
longevity.
and that's a point to where now, like I was saying over the UFC, like there's stars, but there's not like stars. You know what I mean? They're not letting them. So I'm not like so involved in you. Like I'll always watch MMA. You know what I'm saying? Or try to try to keep up, like not as maybe as in depth as we used to be, where we knew every fight, how they won, how they lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still like you're not letting anybody run off like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, whether that's good or bad, you're also having a lot more competitive fights. You know what I'm saying? And a lot more of like these up and comers coming up, being like,
Really good fight.
"Yo, whoa, dude!"
Really good fight.
You know, so
Crazy good.
yeah, it's fire. You know what I mean? So I you know, I think I'm on that little downer slope of like, you know, having so much high of like, yo, Conor like is just knocking fools out and shit. You know what I mean? And then inevitably, like every other star, like Anderson, like inevitably Jones will have somebody that beats him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we don't have that other.
The next star.
I guess that Cody Garbrandt knockout was pretty fire.
It was, and that's
Somebody else just had one too.
The catch spin kick by.
Yeah, there was another
that
fire
was
one
awesome.
too. Oh, yeah, see, but there's so many now.
There
It's
is,
like
they're
it's like a
crazy.
catch-22. It's like you know, do you want a star or do you want like a bunch of raw fighters that are like killing shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like they're so good and they're so like they're evolving so quick that like you can't just have that one dude that stands out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I guess I battle with that like I do battle with everything else in my brain.
All right, so we're kind of coming to the end here, Ray. Is there anything that you wanted to ask him that I didn't ask him already?
Nah, man, I'm just looking forward to us working, man. Shit, we got a
I'll
lot of
get on
things
there,
going
man.
on at GFG TV, man. Rather that's a feature or us rocking some of your beats, like shit, let's get it.
Yeah, man. Just you send me whatever, let me know. I'll dig, see what I got. I like that, like what we were listening to, you know, in these little breaks is way off of like what I'm, you know what I'm saying, make or what I normally would, which doesn't deter me, but also inspires me to be like, let me, you know, maybe a feature, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe let's just start with a feature where it's easy for me to write, and let's see how we vibe off that, and then once I get that fire in me, then
we got
it's off to the races.
We got that ultra West Coast influence.
Yeah, you do, but it's fire because I want to dabble in that, and I never really have because I've never had the ambition to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because usually, like, if I'm not like trying to work with somebody, you know what I mean? It's usually just like what would I rhyme to, and it's like what makes, you know what I'm saying? If I just start doing this, then like, you know, like that's where I end up, and it's so like to venture off of such the like grimy like hip hop and get to that where like, you know what I'm saying, like the like I told you, I was like as soon as I heard the one track, it was like, yo, like we need like a 6/4, we need like palm trees, the sun setting in the back with the, you know what I'm saying, just see like, you know, like that's the vibe I get, and I never try to go on that side.
We call it that summertime barbecue feeling.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I've never tried to bring the real East Coast some dash style to it, so I think that would be really dope. And then just work off that. We definitely need to work though, man, because I mean you guys are the drive y'all have. The drive y'all have is crazy.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, Dash. Well, I appreciate having you on, my brother.
I appreciate you bringing me, man. You know what it is.
Yes,
Some Dash. Go check the Dash and Trig album. Obviously, check out anything Numbars does. Aboard Dad Productions.
Appreciate
you know, we represent to the fullest. GFG, make sure, you know, the drive and the aspiration that these guys have and what they're doing right now for the movement is just fire. You know what I mean? So definitely keep staying in tune here and just pay attention to everybody that they got on, and you know what I mean? Because they're doing something right here and you want to hear for a reason, obviously. I feel honored to be here, so anybody that's on here should be, and y'all should check them out.
Salute, brother.
Yeah, you know what it is.
West YouTube, this your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.